Hi you guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to the Lock and Walk Tree Stand Carrying Systems Military Surplus Guides. I'm Anna, Jim's behind the camera. So we said last video that we were going to show you our last bit of accessories, and which we have them all. Here's just to see a few. Jim is going to go over them so you guys know what they are and what they do. These are for the hunters that the Lock and Walk company makes, for specifically the hunters. We're gonna go over and he's gonna go over and tell you what they do, but mostly all of these are on our website already, and we've also mentioned some of these in our videos. So if you've been watching our videos, you've seen a couple of these. Alright, so we're gonna bring Jim in and introduce the accessories.
Okay, first thing we're going to go over is the Lock and Walk tree stand, ladder stand, more of a ladder stand blind. You can put it on a tree stand, but it's basically for the ladder stand. I designed it to make for the ladder stand. I make it out of either 500 D Cordura or 1000 D Cordura. Now, if those of you not familiar with Cordura, they make boots out of Cordura. They make 500 D Cordura, which is a super strong, super waterproof, repellent, and they also make 1000 D if you want to go really heavy. But when you put it on your tree stand, the situation of wind and rain, it doesn't penetrate, so it's a nice additive to your stand, and it hides your movement, and especially if you got a low stand and a situation where you're hunting 12 to 15 feet off the ground, it's going to give you that deer up close and give you a shot maybe at that big buck and bring her down. And which I've had many of deer at one time come in within a 16-foot deer stand with these wraps around my tree. Leave these on a stand all year long. They won't rot, mildew. They'll hold up to the weather, the cold, and they don't flap in the wind. They are super strong. All the snaps in that are made out of brass, not steel. Everything's made in the USA to military spec. We deal with military spec, ITW buckles made in the USA to military spec. Everything is the top notch, 100% made in the USA. The Cordura is made in the USA. This is a HD Hard Max 4, I believe it is. We had several colors in inventory, but we basically broke down. We're getting away from these because they 10 to 15 hours, depending on the 1000 D Cordura. It's going to take a lot longer to sew up. They're very big, and when you sew these up, well, you need a special long arm machine to sew these, and there's a lot to it. The doorway to get in and out, there's a lot of sewing to do on them. I double, triple stitch them. There's quite a bit involved. There's a video on the website for these that you can see the demo of setting it on a tree stand. It takes me roughly 10 minutes to put it on the stand, and if you want to take it off at the end of the year, you can take it off. Now, the rubber rail inside the shooting rails, that I get them from big game tree stands, the shooting rails. They don't come with the blind. You have to buy them separately, and I buy them from a big game tree stand for about 40 bucks a piece, and I put them around, and I snap the off fasteners over top of it, and it fits it perfect. And it's made for the standard single-man blind. I don't get into the two-man blinds because it's just too much material, too costly. They're very expensive. The patterns are very expensive. They're patented patterns. They're very expensive. Cordura, if you know anything about Cordura, it's a very expensive material. And but like I said, one blind is going to last your lifetime. I've hunted with these for 7 years now, I've used the same blind on my tree stands for most of my stands for 7 years, all year long on my stand in the Lake Erie weather. So these will hold up for you, and I'll tell you, I'll make this statement to you right here and right now. If this doesn't hold up to your specifications, you call me up. If it gets chewed up, you send it back. I'll repair it at no cost. You pay for the shipping back and the shipping out, and I'll do the repair on it, because I've had one off the stand, and it was because of the squirrel that chewed through the rubber of the shooting rail, and he chewed through the top part of the wrap to get to that rubber. They like that, for some reason squirrels like the rubber, but they don't bother the Cordura. So I know you're going to love it. It is a lot of money to spend, but if you knew how much time and what effort goes into them, and how fast and smooth you watch the video. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'm more than happy to answer them. We're not going to open it up and go over everything, because it's not really necessary, because you'll see it on the video. You read a lot of it in the description, but we just wanted to introduce it to you because it is a fantastic blind. There's nothing like it out there. It's all sewn by me, Locknwalk, and I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Like I said, I have them on right now in the woods. I have them on 6 stands, and every one of them I love. And you can see I put them on. I have Field and Stream tree stand, the deluxe version, and I recently put 2 more on the X stand. It's a new stand that came out, and I put them on that stand too. But it'll fit any average tree stand out there, ladder stand, with the base on it that's made for a single. So we're going to move on now and get away from the Locknwalk tree stand or ladder stand blind, and we're going to come over here and we're going to introduce you. This is the hide and slide Flintlock cover, and there's not much to say. We got a video on it on the website too, and I got my daughter pouring water over top of it while it's on a Flintlock, and then there's a thumb hole on it you slip your thumb into, and you flip it off on one action while you're keeping your eye on the target of the deer, and you flip it off, and then and then I fire it off on the video. So you can see that on the video where it goes right off after pouring water. Snow won't affect it. If you're driving deer for your buddy in the heavy snow and pine trees come down snowing, hey, I tested these for 2 years with my grandson driving deer for him, and they work beautiful. So that's that. Okay, you can see the video online. Now we have the stabilizing straps. Okay, I make up these as a military issue stabilizing straps, and they're also in the military spec, military buckles. Everything's military. I put a couple of D web dominators on it. As you can see, they open up, and they're for attaching things and holding things to it, and they make a nice pull ring to tighten down your stabilizing straps when you're getting ready to climb the tree. You watch the video, you can see that. This end goes on the tree stand just like you would the regular straps, and then it wraps into the tree stand, and then you of course you click into your other part of your stand, and then you pull it down tight. And it's also good when you got it on your stand, when you put your seat and your platform together, you can wrap that around there and pull it tight, and it'll hold the two together while you're walking through the woods without making a lot of clanging. So and you can also you'll have these D hooks where you can hang your backpack on to the stand, arrange them so they're hanging off the back end of the stand, so you can put your backpack on there and hang them on hanging off your stand. Okay, so that's about it for the stabilizing straps. So we're going to move on to the harness jacket. Now, we talked about the harness jacket in one of the other videos where we put it on It's at the end, so we're just going to briefly go over it. It has two connections where it hooks up into the upper arms of the harness, and it rolls down over top and of the harness, and it holds it down tight to the tree stand, hides your movement, and it keeps all the webbings and everything tucked nice and neat up in the stand. It comes in two different patterns. This is the Marpot, and it's mainly for the button buck. It matches the button buck pattern, and then we have it the Mussy Oak pattern that matches the rest of the colors of the harnesses. So that's basically the explanation on the harness jacket. And then you can also find that on the website, and it'll be in the video of one of the ends of the instructional videos for a harness. Okay, now we're going to move on, and we have what we have is a chest harness, okay, or for a molly, a system that we converted to a tree stand harness. And this here, it happens to be the Digi Green, and these here are sternum strap extensions, and in what you do you can widen these or pull these nice and tight and make it your sternum. If you're wearing a big coat during hunting season and you find these chest straps just aren't where they snap together, you don't have enough room when you wear a big coat. You're a pretty big guy like myself, and then you take your buckle, you release it in the center, and you click it in, and you hear that click of strength. That's the USA American-made ITW's click of strength. And then you can adjust it, and you can see how much room. And there's keepers on there to keep your webbing nice and tight. And then you can see how much length you can now get into it. Okay, and so that's basically all we have about the sternum strap. Okay, so we're going to have that on the website also, and we got one more thing we're going to introduce to you, and it's just a minor thing. Sometimes we have stands out there that I get calls about. People say, hey man, I got a really slippery surface on me, it's not powder coated, and or it is powder coated, but it's real smooth, and your harness slips a little bit, or somebody else's slips a little bit, a different kind of harness that they might have bought. And so I offer this tread tape. This is a 3M super coarse tread tape made for outdoors that you cut to the step and put it where your straps go, and it'll keep it from shifting on you. So I offer that for the hunters out there that might need a little bit of help, that's carrying a heavy load. I find a lot of people with the Summit that are carrying heavy loads, backpacks and stuff, and there's harnesses shift on them, that they might want to use some tread tape. So that's basically some of the main accessories that I offer on the website. I offer several other ones. You can get on the website. You can find them if you go to the website and go to Lock and Walk and check accessories. We have a military, everything's military issue, and made in the USA. So that's gonna be about it for my end. I'm gonna bring Anna back in, let her finish the video up, and say a few words. Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. All right, you guys, so that was it of all of our accessories that we do offer on our website. Next video, not sure when, just keep an eye out. We will be introducing manufacturing military surplus gear. Okay, so we're going to go over that and what we offer in the military surplus gear. Like I said, not sure when, just keep an eye out and we will be posting those videos. Okay, so like I always say, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, a thumbs down, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.